I know I look like a laid-back dude. I got long hair. I'm wearing this nice jacket. How is somebody a worrier if they wear such nice clothes and have such long hair? I know what you're thinking, but I worry all the time. I'm worried about so much stuff. In today's video, I want to go through a few stories of times I worried and where the thing that I was worrying about didn't materialize, to the point where I believe now that worry is irrelevant. And if you're worried about stuff, I want to go through some things that help when I am constantly thinking or I'm anxious or whatever, things that help me get past that. Let's start with a business example. Recently, I changed the way that we price our coaching. We used to be raising the price by $100 per hour per month. So we went from $315 first to $515, then $615, $715, $815. And I wanted to change that to an auction process where we start at $415, then we jump up by a certain amount every time somebody buys. I went back and forth on this for maybe 60 days. If I say for months that I'm gonna jump to $815, and then on that day, instead of jumping to $815, we go back to $415, I was worried that people that bought at a higher price would want a refund. I was worried that people would lose faith in my word, all this sort of stuff. It was blocking me from my favorite thing, or actually the most valuable thing to do in business, which is testing. I was going back and forth on it in my brain so much, and I was worried about all this stuff. We did it. We launched the new coaching pricing. We sold 3 or 4 in the first couple hours that it was launched. And I automatically refunded $100 or $200 to some of the people that bought at the much higher prices. So I think our limit was $615, but we didn't get a single complaint. We got a lot of sales. So that worry, the 60 days that I wasted worrying about whether this change was gonna be bad or not, was irrelevant. It didn't matter. Nothing bad happened. And that made me realize so much of the stuff that we worry about, one, doesn't actually happen, but two, to remove worry from our life, all we have to do is take action. If we're feeling super anxious about something in the future, if there is a way for us to force that to happen now and force us to deal with it right in this second, then we won't be thinking about it anymore. I think I talked about this in a previous video, but we're moving out of this apartment. My little brother, who's a DJ, I've featured him on this channel a couple times before, but he wants to take over our lease for this apartment. And I was worried for about 30, 45 days about even telling my landlord because I didn't know how she would react. I didn't know if she would like kick me out instantly or whatever. And so I was anxious about it. I was thinking about it constantly. And then one day I pulled out my phone and I just texted her. I was like, hey, would it be okay if my brother takes over the lease? Would it be okay if my brother takes over the lease? 11 words in a text, all of a sudden 45 days worth of anxiety was gone. Because she said yes. But even if she had said no, I would have known the outcome right away and I wouldn't have had to worry about it anymore. And that's what's so simple about this concept. We can go back and forth all day about, what will this girl say if I ask her out? What will this client say if I try to pitch them? I'm gonna increase my prices and I'm so freaked out about it. And we can go back and forth, we can debate, we can do the pros and cons, doing it. Tackling that worry by taking action. I'll tell you what I'm worried about right now, and let's see if in a few months it didn't matter. Right now, the current problem that I'm dealing with is we're producing an indie film. Right now, the plan is to film it in Las Vegas in January with a bunch of actors that are based in LA. And I'm worried these actors not coming out to Las Vegas. And I found myself thinking about this constantly. I'm like, what if the actors don't want to come to Vegas? And all of that is relevant for sure, but I haven't asked the actors if they're okay to come out to Vegas. I have not asked them yet. So I am worried about something that I haven't tested. In the backstage posting, we said it shoots in Vegas and we talked about the day rates. So I shouldn't be concerned about it, but it's just something that I'm worried about. And if I wanted to knock that anxiety out instantly, all I would have to do, and I have this on my to-do list for later this week, is plan out the days we're gonna be shooting, ask the actors that I like if they're okay shooting on those days in Las Vegas. And then I don't have to think about it ever again. That problem's solved, all that anxiety is gone, my life is stress-free, until the next problem comes up. If you found that interesting, I'd love if you would subscribe to the channel or share this with a friend. If you want to get some free stuff, you can have the discovery questions we ask on call number 1 to our clients when we sell. That is over at experiment27.com/discovery. discovery. If you want the proposal we use at a video production company that we run, you can get that at experiment27.com/proposal. Both of those are free. Both of those are super high value if you do anything when it comes to services, sales. Thanks for watching the video. I'm Alex Berman.